yesterday, actually. We went and ran some errands. And I didn't get to show you this yesterday. And then when I came home, it was probably about 7 o'clock, and I actually, I didn't fall, thankfully, but I tripped a little bit, and so I was really sore last night. I'm still sore today, but I thought I'd show you a little bit of Snow Mountain, several snow mountains we have. I got to go up and get the mail, so I've got my walkers in the garage. I only use it when I have to go out and really walk long distances and have to sit, but I do use it. But with the snow and kind of how sore I am, I'm using Josh's one because it was easy to get to. But isn't that sunset beautiful? But anyway, here's one of them. So you could see the amount of snow that we got. And I'll be doing a recipe shortly, I guess. Christina had interest in possibly doing gyros for her baby shower, and y'all see the moon up there? Isn't that just gorgeous? That is just beautiful. And so I decided to try homemade kind of making gyro meat in a loaf, and I tried it, and it is absolutely delicious. So I'll be putting that recipe out shortly. We're going to try them tomorrow. Hi, Beverly. Welcome on in. Round 2. Oh, my goodness. Hi, Daphnes. Hi, New Times, New Beginnings. Go ahead and put hashtag blessed in the chat if you want people to connect with your channel. But you can see the second, I'm doing pretty good. Like I said, I got my snow boot caught yesterday and I kind of tripped. I can say thankfully for the mirror for the car, because if I hadn't had that, I'd have fallen right down. There'd have been nothing that would have caught me. So I was really glad that was there. Twisted my ankle a little bit, my back, but I'm a little sore. But these are our snow mountains. If you can't tell, just from that, how much snow we really got. We got a lot of snow here in Mansfield. And if you can tell, one of those orange sticks is where they put all through at the beginning. You'll see right there, they take those orange sticks and they just know, this way they know where the plow is coming in. See where one of them landed? On Snow Mountain. It needs to go right up there, right? But that's one of them. I mean, that was a lot of snow. Like I said, we got about 13, 14 inches just alone in the snow count. So I don't know how much more is going, but I figured I'd walk around a little bit. Now, we have the Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway. It's a $10 gift card to Hobby Lobby or Amazon, 2 soap caddies, and a signed hat from him. And it ends tomorrow, but I think, and it's partly my fault, we're not getting the video out. There's just been a lot going on with grandbaby on the way and doctor's appointments with Christina and everything. So I'm going to extend it until Friday. And I'll do a short tomorrow to say it's extended. I have a blanket that I've been working on for somebody that ordered it. I want to finish that. Somebody ordered some soap caddies, and I'm working on the soap caddies for Christina's baby shower. I've got invitations I've got to cut and get ready to go, and so forth, because I'm doing the invitations, so I got to get them done. There's just a lot of little things that I'd like to get kind of wrapped up a little bit, so I can finish up the devotion series for the Advent. I know it's late, but we can do that and so forth. And so there's some things I'd like to wrap up. It would make it a little bit easier, so that's what I'm focusing on. We're also going to be getting some of our soap caddies in some of the stores. And so we're getting new packaging for our soap caddies. And I've got to get, about 20 or 30 of them done. Several stores, see if they'll do them on commission basis to get them on in. So I'm trying to get some of those stuff done. I want to have the invitation baby registry, and then I can get them out. And the people that, you know, my son-in-law wants to mail them to. So anyway, it's kind of where we're at. And I just want to get that stuff done, so forth. But you can see the amount of snow we had. I think it's the first time I've really seen the street. We had a lot of snow beforehand. And so I'm walking very carefully. That's why I brought the walker. I'll take a little walk and let you all see some of the snow mountains we've had. And go get the mail. Usually we just go by car, but figured I'd go up. We'll walk in. You want people to connect with your channel, come in and say hi. So, and I think it was like one of these. I almost thought I had the walker because it's just keeping me a little steady right now. So hopefully everybody's staying warm. When we get up by the mailboxes, I'll have to turn off the camera for a few minutes just to make sure that, you know, so forth. Show you this one. You can see that one on the end of the street for sure. It was snowing yesterday. But you can see where the street's kind of lifting up a little bit because of the cold. It's there's a good separation there because of the cold. And I'll show you this over here. It's taller than me, that's for sure. There's another snow mountain. We got quite a few of them around. But maybe I'll make a song, Snow Mountain. Maybe I'll go take some pictures. All the snow mountains. There's another one. There's another one. There was somebody I saw, and they took the snow and put it in trash bags. For what purposes, I have no idea. Isn't that sunset beautiful? Right there, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Hi, Spirit. Welcome on in. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, that's a hill that's already there. So don't think that we had snow that high. We didn't. That's already a hill, a grass hill that's there. But look at that sunset. Isn't that just stunning? I'm doing pretty good. Hopefully you're doing well, staying warm. Just showing everybody all the snow we've had with that snowstorm that came in. Hi, Bud Files. Isn't that just gorgeous? That's just beautiful. So let's proceed down. Like I said, when I get further down there, we'll get to the mailboxes. I'll have to turn the camera off. But yes, gorgeous sunset. I mean, I don't know how many times they had to shovel this snow. I mean, when it was falling, man. If the just trying to shovel the snow. This is the first time I've seen the ground, really. It's been white this entire time. But when this stuff melts, boy, is it going to be a melty mess. That just shows you right there. There's the tree. And there's the amount of snow that's just been pushed up. I don't know why it does that. It just decides it's going to die on me and boot me out. I don't know why it does that. I'm trying. Well, I like the cold. Sometimes, yep. fibromyalgia, so sometimes it helps to come out and walk in the cold, get my body cold. It stops the pain for a little bit. So, all right, guys, I'm going to turn the camera off just so I can get the mail, because all the mailboxes have all the numbers on it. Hi, Poetic Tears, how you doing? We are going to this next month at some point sit with Echo and talk about AI. Hi, Brenda, how you doing? But look at that sunset. We're going to go around in a minute. I want to get that, but hold on a second. I have to figure which one is the camera. Oh, there it is. All right, just for a moment, guys. Like I said, our our boxes here have our address and everybody else's, so I just have to turn the camera off for a minute. But Josh's walker down, because it also has a storage bin, and that way I thought I could put the the mail in there. Doo-doo. We'll catch the rest of the sunset on the way back. All right. Ouch. We're popular. One piece of mail and something in the box, which we got more stuff for the diaper Jeep, so thank you everybody that has contributed to that. I think here's another gift. I met the nicest Amazon driver. So nice. I told her what we were doing for the diaper Jeep for the baby. And she said, oh, they're already receiving gifts. I said, yep. She thought that was a cool idea. Put that in there. One package containing something. So let me get moseying on. All right, now get the camera turned back on. There we go. All done. All right. So you can see some of the snow mountains we've had here being built, because they had to put the snow someplace, right? So look at that sunset, guys. That is just gorgeous. So I'm going to, for the next little bit this weekend, I'm really going to work on, I've got to cut Christina's baby invitations that she's going to be giving out. I've got to get her RSVP cards printed. I've got to get the daddy basket cards printed. The ones I can't print are the ones that are for the baby registry. I have a blanket that I want to get done, and I had something order a soap caddy. Those are done, but then I have a local store that says they'll put some of our soap caddies in the store for commission based, and I want to do some others and go around to some other places and see if they'll do the same thing. So I'm going to get back to, getting some things done, and for sure. And I appreciate everybody's just allowing me kind of this month. There was just a lot. And, sometimes this can take a little bit of drain out of you, a little bit. Sometimes it can't, but sometimes it can. And, it's good, I think, sometimes to just kind of take a breather. And I've just kind of enjoyed coming on, and I've been really kind of having fun. I don't know if you saw it, Sandra, but I did some really cool AI stuff through Soro. I realized, Nens, I was having fun with that and Mocha, And so I've just kind of taken a breather a little bit, and I think it's been good. And so forth. But I will be putting that recipe up for this gyro loaf. We're going to try them, and then I'll put the recipe up. But I thought if she doesn't have it for the baby shower, I'm going to make this and freeze the meat. And then my mother likes to have salads a lot, and she could take some of this out, put it on top of her salad, you know, be able to put some on pita bread and have a gyro or something similar to that, or an omelet with the gyro meat in it. So I'm going to be doing that. So we'll put that recipe out for sure. And I did a cake. I have to try it using the full ingredients, but I did a cake, and it was had mayonnaise in it. And I just had all the ingredients at home, and I felt like chocolate cake. You know, I just felt like cake. And so I made it. I'm going to call it the snowed-in cake. So anyway, but we'll get back to quotes. We're going to get back to shout-outs next week. What I'm going to do on Monday is just kind of just start from absolute scratch with that. Go back to like I was with our mods and just do them again and get back on track with all of that. But again, I appreciate everybody's patience, their understanding, so forth. It means a lot. But it does mean a lot, guys. And we're going to be doing the diaper Jeep cake in probably closer to April for getting ready. I'm also this month going to show you kind of the decorations we're doing for the baby shower, gender neutral ones. So I've got to figure out how to do those. So I'm going to do an example and show you how to do those. I'm going to do some more grandma content. And we're always doing Connect and Grow. This is why it's here. If I turn the button on, you guys can come in, do #blessed, so you all can connect and help each other grow. And that's what it's all about, for sure. So looks like they cleared this path over here finally. This was here. This is our place down for the thing, if I can get to it. We'll go over there. Sit down for a minute. But, you know, I want to help other people grow. We're also going to be on a channel, Autism Dads of Ohio. He's in Ohio. And he's going to be having me on sometime starting in April. So that'll be nice. So you go on his channel and talk about service dogs. They look like they did a little bit. I still can't get to all of it. I'm going through some snow. But look at that sunset. Look at that sunset. I can get further than I was. We were able to. Look at that sunset, guys. This is beautiful. Sometimes there's deer that come out there. Isn't that beautiful? It's just gorgeous. Yep, I don't think I'm going to try it. It is beautiful. Beautiful sunset. Do this. I have to transfer all that, and it's a lot. It's very unsteady, and it's pretty deep, so. Yep, you love the snow? You didn't get any at all? Look at that sunset, isn't that pretty? There's our lake, and the fountain's all covered over. You can't even tell where, it just looks like, that looks like all one thing. It doesn't look like there's a lake because there's so much snow that, hi Texas, welcome on in. Make sure you're hitting that connection button for sure. But I don't think after yesterday I'm going to attempt that. I really don't want to fall again. Still a little sore from that whole thing. Yep. Oh, yes. Not much. Oh, we have snow mountains. This is one. I showed you one at the beginning. Hi, Share Bear. Welcome on in. Thank you. We had the snow mountains down there. I showed that. I'll show another one too, but I thought I'd take you and let you see the sunset. Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. It's probably about, I looked at the temperature before I came out. It's about 10 degrees. But I've been watching Silver Spoons. I don't know if anybody remembers that episode. But I've just had that on Roku. Doing that, getting some stuff done. So I'm going to really spend some of this week. I'll show you another snow mountain. Getting some stuff done that I know I need to get done. That I'd like to get out of the way. Because I feel like, to some degree, like I'm just I've got a lot of little things. I've got soap caddies to do. I've got Christina's soap caddies. I got invitations to get done. And those are things, too, that I can do when I'm having a rough day. For sure. So I'm going to point you down this way. So it shows you how much snow we had. For sure. The moon is gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? The moon is almost a full moon. There's a star right beside it. Isn't that beautiful? So Christina went to the doctor. Baby is growing healthy, strong. She went to the OBGYN. She is very happy with the process and the progress. So those have to go back to the video part 2 of when I met Eli Yoder, because she spilled the beans. But doctor is very happy with the process, and baby is growing healthy and strong, and mama's doing good, and so. But baby is a little ahead, not much, but still right in good range. She's strong, heartbeat strong. And if you all just heard what I said, you all realized. And I was kind of glad she spilled the beans on Saturday, because I'm like, I know I'm going to slip. Not intentionally, but it's just after a while you get used to saying one thing over the other, and you know it's going to come out. And so I was kind of glad she let the bean spill for little bean. And then that way, if I spilled it or said something, I would be okay, because she's already spilled it. So I'll show you this other snow mountain. Like, if you watch other ones I've done out here, the street wasn't as clean as this. Oh. I knew if I didn't do a little bit of walking today, I was going to be sore, but I'm really sore. I just tripped. Just thank God for that mirror, because my hand went right to the mirror, and that saved me from falling. But hopefully I said that right. Make sure, if y'all haven't hit the connection button, or you know what YouTube calls it, hit that button. We're only 20 away from 2100. So let me turn you around. You see, look at this one. There's another one. So you can see how tall it is. This is all the snow over the time that they had to take from the end of our street and piled in. So hold on a second. I'll show you. Let me flip it around. So that's I'm here. Does that tell you? I'm 5'9". Just how big that mountain is of snow. I'm 5'9", and that should tell you, that should give you a very good example of really how tall it is, how much it is. That's a lot of snow, guys, for sure. That's a lot of snow. We'll sit by the snow mountain and chat for a minute. Oh, that's a lot of snow. It is, isn't it? But sometimes I'll come out if I know that I'm a little sore. Sometimes coming out in the snow, and I wouldn't recommend this to every fibromyalgia patient, but for me, I find out sometimes it can be a benefit. Just coming out, sitting in the cold for about 20 minutes, if I'm really hurting, it does help a little bit. Just kind of takes the pain away. Now today, I don't think that's going to happen. So, but when you get a chance, I'm going to start, just so everybody knows, I have a short file or short playlist, but I'm going to start a short playlist. This is AI generated. So you guys know which is AI generated. We'll come, not to songs, because Suno song. When I set that up, maybe tomorrow, you'll have to go tell me how I'm doing. I'm having a little fun with Sora, I'm telling you. But we had ChatGPT, and so we get Sora for free. So I've had a little fun with it. This is the expert on it. She'll have to tell me. I'll start a playlist, but there's just been fun things. It was done with Sora AI. I full transparency. I would never do something in any way, shape, or form unless it was marked AI, so you guys know. I think that's the responsible thing to do, and of course I do what I'm supposed to do with YouTube and let them know that that was there. But I'm having a little fun with it. But I used to have Stock Cake. I've canceled Stock Cake at this point, and I am doing a lot of our thumbnails. I know somebody said we have really good thumbnails. We're using ChatGPT. I may have to move. And it looks like I am, so hold on, guys. Let me turn you around. Because they want to get out, so I want to move, so I'm not in their pathway. I really don't want to get run over by a car. So anyway. Now let's do that. Oh. So, oops. So yes, they do. And that's where I'm getting a lot of them, and doing that from the ChatGPT. So I thought, I'd rather have that. Stock Cake was just pictures. Now they have gone into videos and so forth, and I still like Stock Cake. They were $10 a month. And like today, before I came out, I just went ChatGPT and I said, make me a thumbnail. Not that I don't enjoy making thumbnails with a thumbnail through Canva. I do, but it was just like I was able to make it really easy, real simple, no mess, no nothing, and I'm glad I was able to do that. So I've just gone to that, and then I get the benefits of using Sora too, and so I'm kind of having fun with it. But I'm switched over to that. I thought I'd rather pay $20 to that because it does so much more than just thumbnails. Descriptions and hashtags and, just so much more. And it's helping me. Like I was able to create a lot of the little deer we're using for the baby imitations, both gender neutral and the other, all generated through that. And so I'm able to go in and it's able to help me with the baby imitations and all kind of stuff. So, And I was using the free version for a long time, Sandra. But the problem I was running into with it was I was using it so much that, of course, you're hit a limit on how much images you can do and produce in one time. Hi, Missy. And unfortunately, and so I was running into that problem. So I thought, well, we're paying $10 for stock cake. I might as well just cancel stock cake and just do the $20 for ChatGPT. And I got a free month, and I thought I'll try it out and see. And I mean, I was asking it to do image after image after image, and it was never telling me I had limitations on that. So I decided to just switch from stock cake and just go right to that. So I'm just ChatGPT now. And I can still go into stock cake and use stock cake a little bit for other things. You know, they allow you to download three images a day for free. So I thought that's all I'll do. And I can even have, ChatGPT say, here, do this, give me this quote, give me an image for the back of the quote. And it's just, it's taking some things off my plate. I improved our shout outs. I said I put it in there. I also are changing up how we're doing our imaging for our soap caddies, because now they're going to be going into retail stores. And they're on a commission base, but I've been fine with the way they've been until they're going into retail. Now I got up my game a little bit. We have to up it just a little bit. So I was able to have ChatGPT do something that really, hi Alfonso, really kind of sticks out on the top, shows the soap caddy, puts the instructions on the back, and it stands out. And I can put it, I even ordered a stapler today that you're supposed to staple, like we put them in cellophane, but we've just closed the cellophane. But these ones will have literally like a cardboard, we'll use cardstock thing so that they can hang in the stores. And it'll just look very professional, not just like somebody that's putting something in. I want it to look homemade and I want it to look from home, but I also want it to have a little bit of professionalness to it, since it's going into places that people are going to be looking for that. So and I'm going to be putting in our hand towel things. So because of that, I wanted to do that. And so I'm doing a little bit. I'm thinking that probably for the inside of the thing, I may like glue down like an extra layer of cardstock, just like a strip going down the middle, just to give it a little bit more firmness, or at least around the edge of it, just so when I fold it, it's got some real sticking to it. But it was able to do that. I still want them to look handmade, but I want the packaging to look, store worthy, I guess I should say. And so we're going to be changing that. But so I don't know if I feel overwhelmed. I just feel like I've got a laundry list of stuff that hi Janice, a laundry list of stuff that needs to get done. Does that make sense? I've got the soap caddies to make for Christina's baby shower. I've got the baby. Hi Stacy. Oh, actually, it feels really good. This is something that I have learned in being up here. It actually is a benefit if I'm hurting as a fibromyalgia patient. Some fibromyalgia patients, the cold actually hurts. For me, I sometimes will sit out for about 20 minutes if I'm hurting, and it takes the cold away. And then I get inside and it numbs me for a little bit. It does help. And I've got my jacket on. I'm all toasty and warm, and I'll go in my room, put in on my heater, and I'll be fine. I got my snow boots on. I got my gloves on. I'm fine. It's only about 10 degrees. But thank you very much. But welcome on in. Anyway, I've got to cut the baby invitations. I've got to do this, and I kind of feel like I don't want to shortchange you all either. because I enjoy you and I want to be connected, but there's things I'm sitting there going, I got to get some of this stuff done. You know, we're waiting on Christina to send us the link for her RSVP for the baby registry. And that's the only thing. So when she sends that in the next week or two, I want to have those invitations ready to get mailed out to people I know we're going to be mailing them out to and start handing them out because April's going to come around pretty quick. And I have a feeling that she doesn't know where to start. You know, my mother and I kind of sat there today going, you know, I wonder if she just, you know, we've been talking to them about the baby registry, and it's just kind of like, I think they have, because it's their first, they have no idea what they need, where to start, what needs to happen. So my mother has actually started a list that she can give to them to say, here's a checklist of things you should be putting in there. I just don't think they have any idea where to start. And I love my daughter and I love my son-in-law, but neither one of them are planning people. They're just not. But if the gyro meat that I made in the loaf pan turns out as good as it tastes really good, I'm going to be doing a recipe on it. Because I was able to slice it and get about 43 slices, and then I cut those slices in half. So that gives us like 86 slices. And I can get the meat at Sam's Club for cheaper than I was able to get at the local store. I didn't feel like going to Sam's Club, but you can get like 4 pounds of ground beef at the Sam's Club for $20. And so I thought, I'm going to be making this and freezing it. And then that way, take it out, put it in salads, make a gyro, omelet, just have it alone and so forth. I thought it was delicious. Hi, Juan. I'm showing everybody the snow mountain. Isn't that pretty, though? That is so pretty. You know, there was a lady, I was watching her the other day, and she said it, I was at home, cozy home, and so forth, and she said, I just looked outside. It was such a beautiful night. She said, I'll take my camping gear and go sleep in the snow. I thought, that's a great idea, but I think I'll stay out for a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to go sleep in the snow. I think that's where I draw the line. There's the snow mountain. I mean, we had a lot. Like I said, we had 13 inches. So this is just all the snow that they piled up from the end of our street. And it was snowing yesterday, too. And I mean, I have never taken off. We had to go outside yesterday, and we had to take the snow off our car. I have never taken so much snow off of our car, ever. It was that much. So, I've got a praise report, guys. I got a praise report. For those that don't know, our struggles with getting Christina, my daughter is a diabetic, her Dexcom on her body and covered while she is pregnant, which for the safety of her and her baby, that is so needed. There's a program through her insurance that covers the supplies in 100%. They're filling them, and they're going to be delivered to her home. So for those people that have been praying, hallelujah, oh my goodness, I was jumping for joy today. We've got it. They've got the pre-approval went through. They're sending them out because the insurance said they'll pay 100% of it because she's in this special program for chronic illness, diabetics, and maternity. So hopefully they will do her prescription at 100%. So for those of my viewers that are praying people, keep praying. Because we know insurances do, right? She has to participate in a program. But, yes, she is. But don't stop praying yet. And they said the only reason they're sending them out is because the insurance says they will cover it at 100%. Otherwise, they wouldn't unless the bill was paid. So their recommendation was for her not to open the box until they call the insurance company, give them the codes for the products, and just verify with the insurance that this is covered 100% and that they won't receive a bill. But after all my fighting, after all my hours on the phone. God is good, because we went to the doctor's appointment with Christina, and I was in there, and I was asking the doctor, and she pulled it up, and I don't know if Christina would have pressed it the way I did, or her husband would have pressed it, but I was determined to walk out of there with Dexcoms in her hand in some way to fund this, other than the $400 and some odd the insurance company wanted her to pick up a month's supply at the pharmacy. Ridiculous. So anyway, but keep praying. It'll either go out today or Monday, but keep praying that she gets them, and the insurance is going to do exactly what they say they're going to do and cover it at 100%, which is just amazing. And it'll be enough supplies that she'll get them again in the first part of April, and then she'll get them again in the first part of June. And so it will carry her a little bit past her, after having the baby. So that way she cannot have to worry about checking her sugars. She can just take care of herself and the baby and have the Dexcom to help monitor that. And I'm going to see if this program is something, or make sure she asks the caseworker if this is a program that can continue afterwards. I'm still going to be writing to President Trump, and no political stuff here. I'm just saying, I don't care who the president was right now, whether it was Trump, whoever it was. I'm just saying that happens to be our president. I'm writing to the president. I'm writing to every congressman I can, because I think in today's world, we have the technology, whether you're a type 1 or type 2, especially if you're on the spectrum too. This should be something that should be provided for you, with your insurance. And without being an exhausting copay. This is something that you should have, because we just have the technology. Really, the diabetics today don't need to be doing a lot of fingerprinting, finger sticking. And for someone like Christina, the Dexcom really, this is it's not about her being lazy to test. That's not it. But there's part of her autism that comes into play with it. And because of that, having the Dexcom on her body makes it easier for her to manage her diabetes. And I do believe that if you're trying to raise kids too, I think you should have Dexcom on you, because if you're crashing, you can take care of it without you passing out or something like that with taking care of kids. So I could go on my soapbox with this, for sure. But now I'm starting to get a little cold. So we've been on here for a little bit. But again, thank you to all my supporters for sure this month that have given, and I'm just doing it off the top of my head. Fishy Things gave gems this month. Kendi K gave gems this month. I'm going to be starting trying to gather those that have given super chats or gems, or any kind of buy a coffee or anything, and going ahead and putting like a little thing together. Thank you for those that gave this or that. If I can go back, I have to go back in thing and make sure I can do it. But that way at the end of the month, I could just say, oh, thank you for the support, because without you guys, we wouldn't be growing. Without you all, oh, thank you, Juan, so much. Thank you very, very much. Without your support, you're helping Mama. You're helping us. I have big dreams. And I have big dreams in the way, not necessarily, well, let me put it this way. I have big dreams to see this channel grow for you guys, to help other people achieve their goals in YouTube and social media and all that kind of stuff. And I have to see if I can get stars through Facebook for Mama too. Because we have enough followers over there. We have over 1,000. And I'm going to get back to Blessings Through Connection too as well. But I'm also doing this channel for legacy. I'm doing it for my grandchild. And at one point when Mama is no longer here, which she can't leave till she's 150, I've told her that, I can turn this over to Christina. And whatever comes in from this channel will be there to benefit my daughter and my grandbaby and grandbabies to be. So every time somebody sends a little bit, please know from the bottom of our hearts, it is appreciated more than you know. And it means a lot. And two, I'm thinking about starting to put some of our Suno songs on the Fourth Wall store for you guys to download. So if there's certain songs that you really love, we'll put them up there. We'll put them on the Fourth Wall store for download. And anybody that does do a download for a Fourth Wall song, we're gonna put it towards the shoe boxes every Christmas. So we have the funds to purchase everything that needs to get purchased for those. So, and if you can't do any of that, just watching our content, watching the ads all the way through really helps. Sharing helps. All those kind of things help. You guys are awesome, and I am so grateful for each and every one of you. And I pray for y'all every day. I think about y'all. I just love our community. I want to see it grow more and more and more. And I'm just so thankful. And I've seen, one thing I've seen since starting to use ChatGPT as far as our thumbnails is we're increasing in our views. Our views are increasing, our lives are getting busier, and that's what I'm so thrilled to see. And so happy to see. So I sent out about 30 invitations for the baby invitations. Like I said, I've got to send out about 30 more. The stamps are expensive. $45 for the stamps to send out all these. But it'll be a good project. It'll be free stuff for my daughter. And we'll see. Maybe it'll help somebody else to be able to get some things, especially if they're a new mama. So I've got 30 more to send out. I'll send them out next month or, sometime. February is just right around the corner, sometime in February. And we have to do a heart for little Bean and the beans. And I've been trying to find a bunny that I actually like. I found a carrot I did, but I don't know if I want to do a carrot. But anyway, we're going to do a whole bean series with little wooden things from the Dollar Tree. But I found a heart, but then I got to go back and actually pick it up because I walked away from it the other day. But I'll do that. And we'll work on the decorations this month. So I have a good idea how I'm proceeding with those. I have an idea. We're going to do a gender neutral one for the channel so you guys can see my idea, but I have my idea. I know how I'm going to do it. I just got to execute it. And so we're going to walk through how to do it till I get it to the way I know what I want it to look like. So with that being said, guys, now I'm getting a little chilly. So I'm going to go inside. So I bet you can save a lot of postage if you are legally... Well, yes, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they would do it because it's going out to companies that probably wouldn't aspire. Well, it probably wouldn't do it because it's going to companies, but still, it'll be fine. And, I just ask that if we get anything back from any of the videos or any companies that we send anything to and we get the videos, if you guys could just watch those all the way through, watch the ads and so forth, or let it just run, that's where I would appreciate it, because that would help us kind of help offset some of the postage. So that would be a huge help if we get anything back. And we're going to go through, and everybody that sends something, we're going to do a video about it exactly. We're going to open it, show you what we got, and put it in a playlist for sure. So I'm going to go inside. But now I'm getting a little chilled. All right. So with that being said, be proud of being you. And remember, you, because that shirt's in the Fourth Wall store that Alfonso did. And I got so many compliments on that, Alfonso, when I was with at that Beyond Measure store. And when we're going to be releasing Eli Yoder's book, we're going to be doing a giveaway in March. And I'm going to extend the Dog the Bounty Hunter giveaway till Friday. I'm going to do a video on that tomorrow. It's my fault. So I'm going to extend it for you all. And we're going to do a recipe called the Amish Haystack. I had it at the Beyond Measure Market where we're going to be putting our first soap caddies in. And it is delicious. You guys are going to love it. So I got to make it for myself first, and then I'll put it together. It was delicious. And I actually said to him, I said, look, I got the Amish Haystack. And yes, there is. And he actually had it, and he said he's going to put a video together. So, yes, awesome things are coming for sure. But if we get anything back, if you guys can watch those videos, see what we got from any of the companies, that would help offset the cost of the stamps and so forth. That would be a huge help. Any of our stuff, watching it does make a difference. We do get a little bit, and we appreciate every time you watch or you just let things run for us or what have you. It means the world. You guys are awesome. So thank you all for our supporters this month. I'm going to see if I can go through and look at all of them. I know Fishy Things, Kendi K, Juan. There's others. I'm going to forget them, and I don't want to forget them. Jake, I know, did something. I want to make sure that I certainly give recognition where recognition is due. Alrighty? So with that being said, I'm going to go in where it's nice and warm and have a cup of tea and so forth. And we still have leftover snowed-in cake, which I'm going to do a recipe on. I have to get some more mayonnaise and try it with using the full mayonnaise because I had to kind of substitute some stuff. But we're going to do that recipe. Snowed-in cake. When you have nothing else and you got all the ingredients and you want some cake. And the icing was delicious, so I don't think I'll ever buy store-bought icing again. So with that being said, I'm going to let y'all go inside where it's warm. So remember, be proud of being you. Everyone else is taken. Keep crocheting that connection. No crochet hook is required. We have you covered. Thank you so much for having us covered. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye, everybody. Stay warm. Love y'all.